What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Crypto with Leo YouTube channel. Now, this is a video I'm quite excited to actually bring to you because I'll be completely honest with you, my bias is very much switching to the bullish side of things from a TA perspective, which could necessarily mean that shorter term we could be moving more bullish. Now, I do have key targets and key things that need to be met, and we're all going to run through that in this video. But first, a topic I've spoken through before and something that just reinstates that from a fundamental side. Now, for those that don't know, fundamental, I'm talking about news, things that are going on in the real world. Technical analysis is very much what I'm seeing in the charts. I relate that solely to price action and what I'm seeing at that point in time in the charts represented through historical data, that being previous things that have happened on those charts. Now, first up, I'm going to get into one I've spoken about before on this channel, media narrative. They're back at it again, guys. And this time, they're not playing the bullish games. If anything, I think they're throwing so many mixed messages out there right now that they are absolutely messing with everyone's mindset. For me, nothing's changed. I still very much sit in the seat of we are going to have Q4 and it is going to be extremely bullish. Of course, we're going to have Q4. That came out completely wrong. Q4 is going to be extremely bullish is what I'm saying. But these media guys, they're trying to play games and all they're trying to do is manipulate and mess with that retail investor's mindset. And we're not going to let that happen. That's why you're on this channel and understanding that now. Now, there's two main stories that have come out this week, which I'm going to go through fully today. The first one, obviously, being India. The massive news came out earlier this week saying India is planning to introduce a ban on almost all private cryptocurrencies in a new clampdown. Like, again, apparently China, they got overused. You know, the China ban, eventually all the miners got kicked out of China and they didn't really have a leg to stand on. I mean, China even ended up coming out saying that, hey, you know what, we could do with some of those miners coming back. And I'm not surprised. You have to understand these miners are going to build an insane economy and they're going to be beneficial to whichever country literally allows them to be there. Now, of course, they do have their issues in their own rights. However, what I'm saying is these countries, they're thinking about their economy. They're not thinking about those things necessarily. It'll be economy first, and then let's bring a solution after. So that was the first story that came out. And I'm going to go in depth into everything that's come out with this, almost defud it. Because you can see right there, what do you see when you look at that? You see India is banning crypto, instant FUD. Second is we saw this. And now this is quite a scary thought and one which I personally believe will have a role in when we do see a bear market come about, and that is going to be seen through the regulation of stable coins. One of the main ones, obviously, being Tether. Now, this story came out saying the US senators demand answers from people behind crypto stablecoin Tether. Now, what happened is the US senators actually sent a letter out to, one of them was Tether. Let's leave it at that for now. One of them was Tether. And basically, they were asking for, how are you protecting your investors? I mean, there's been huge speculation, and Tether have had massive problems in the past. Obviously, it's supposed to be a peg of a 1-to-1 with the US dollar. However, how much is each one? Basically, each Tether, each USDT coin is supposed to be backed by the dollar. It's not necessarily. This is the issues that are coming out. Basically, what they're saying is Tether is quite literally backed by thin air, literally absolutely nothing. And it is propping up the crypto market right now. That goes without saying. It's the biggest stablecoin out there. Now, on to the next thing. This is where it gets exciting. Why I'm so bullish on crypto from a TA perspective, we're going to jump into that. What we're seeing is an accumulation schematic play out on both the lower timeframes, as I've got the 30-minute in front of you, but I'll also show you on the higher timeframes as well. We're seeing an accumulation schematic play out on there as well. I'm going to run through my key levels and what I want to see price do. Also highlighted on that, I did actually take a very nice futures trade this morning. So that played out very nicely. I think I've got about 4-5% off of that. Obviously, that's not bad for me. FX general, but I've been tapping into futures these past few weeks. I mean, well, most of this year, but I've been getting back active again with futures these past few weeks. So yeah, everything's being represented nicely, and I'm going to go diving into in depth what I'm seeing from a TA perspective. And first of all, this is one of the key photos. Understand financial market participants, what is going on right now, and why these people, or why we can see that represented through an accumulation schematic. Anyway, we're going to jump straight into the fundamental analysis first. Let's get into the news and explain what's going on. Before we do that, let's have a look at what's going on. Bitcoin's sitting around $58,000 right now. Now, I think Bitcoin's been sitting at a relatively key level from a TA perspective, high time frame, etc. But we're seeing this represented nicely. I think the market's kind of in a limbo right now, to be completely honest with you. You're seeing a lot of assets, some having huge jumps. I've been sitting very nicely in Ultra UOS, absolutely insane crypto, guys. I made a video breaking that down on my TikTok, if you want to go have a look. And also, guys, if you are not in the Discord, the free Discord, you need to get in there. We just gave away, quite literally, I think it's worth like, or at least it's listed for about $4,000 right now. We just gave away a $4,000 NFT in there. And trust me, I've got more giveaways coming. It is not the end. So click the link in the bio, get into that Discord, get involved in the community. Trust me, I've got so much more, many more giveaways to come. It's a big thing I want to make it a part of that community, is being able to give back to you guys. You've given me such an amazing platform to be able to produce content on something I'm truly passionate about. It's really the least I can do for you guys, because, you know, I want us all to grow together. It's the point of it. That's why it's free. You don't need to pay for anything. It's just a free community. I truly believe a group is more valuable than an individual. So that's why I want everyone to grow together. Now, let's jump into this. Obviously, we're seeing this represented through, like I said, the market's in limbo right now. Avalanche has been killing it. Its ecosystem has been getting so much exposure recently, and that's why it's doing so well. So shout out to anyone that's been in Avalanche. I do hold a bit of Avalanche, and also involved in a couple of staking things on the Avalanche network as well. So overall, really cool. Also, crypto.com, goes without saying, guys, Crow has been absolutely killing it recently as well. Anyway, what we're going to jump into first: US senators demand answers from the people behind crypto stablecoin Tether. Now, let's defud this quickly. Media wants to get clicks. They want to pull you in and they want to scare people, because scare tactics gets clicks. Just like anything in life, it gets a reaction. Now, it is not just Tether. This letter was sent to many stablecoin issuers because it has been a big thing. At the end of the day, stablecoins prop up the market. They're pegged one-to-one with the dollar. If they are not backed by the dollar, then they're quite literally backed by thin air, backed by nothing, which means the crypto market in general could be being propped up by thin air right now, which makes it extremely dangerous. And that is why I think it will play a part in when we do see the downfall or enter into a bear market this year. Whether it does or doesn't, let's see what happens, but that could be a catalyst for sure. Now, the key thing to note is that what they actually went to them for is they were asking basically how are they protecting their investors, and also basically asking for things behind, can you kind of like provide proof, etc. The main thing being, it goes one-on-one with are you protecting your investors, what are you doing to do so? And if you're printing Tether and it's not backed by anything, you are not protecting your investors. So this is quite a big story. The DeFi part is obviously Tether being the biggest stablecoin. That's why they labeled it on the front of this. Reality is they sent it to all stablecoin issuers. But yeah, stablecoin regulations, they're definitely incoming. However, slightly defunded this. However, like I said, it could play a catalyst. On to the next one, India. So India came out, like I showed you, said they were going to ban crypto. I mean, that's the second time they've done it this year. Then they came back and said they were going to regulate it like commodities. And now they're here saying, no, we're not going to ban crypto as an asset class. We're just going to ban it as payments, basically. Now, reason they're doing this, or their government is doing this, but it gets better, let me just say. They're even going into extremely bullish things and saying they actually want to move into the crypto space, that being India. India want to move into the crypto space. So they've been sending out all this FUD, banning crypto, saying they're going to ban it even more, then saying they want to regulate it, then ban it again, and now they're here. So basically, all they said is they want to basically ban crypto payments. Now, why do they want to do this? Because they see this could be like a tax evasion scheme that people could take advantage of in the country. Now, however, some of the key points they did list that they do want to get involved in, however, is what some of the, because this obviously came out in a crypto bill, or what they called basically cryptocurrency and regulation of official digital currency bill 2021. And basically, obviously, this bill actually facilitates the allocation of a budget for the creation of a fiat cryptocurrency called the digital rupee, and creates the infrastructure required for mass adoption and usage in the country, just like China. Two things. That's huge. So they've gone from, we want to ban crypto, to, no, we just want to massively centralize it, create our own CBDC basically, or country issued stablecoin, and that to be used as, and literally they said it, not us, mass adoption and usage in the country. Like I said, guys, the key saying, with or, and this goes for anyone who's not involved, but they're watching this video, I genuinely rate you so much. If you're not in crypto, but taking the time to learn, you are putting yourself ahead of so many others. But this is such a key point. The world is going to go digital with or without you. Now, this goes for people who hold crypto as well. The world is going to go digital with or without you. So right now, whether you like it or not, it's like the metaverse thing. A lot of people have issues with the metaverse. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. So take advantage, profit off it. So this is what we're looking at here. They basically, but the thing is, like I said, the thing with, they relate to China. China came up obviously out with the digital yuan. One thing that wasn't or didn't work well with that, or why we haven't seen such a great thing with that, is because how massively centralized it was. It kind of limited its usage, etc. Now, of course, you can expect that if it's country issued. However, that was one of the limiting factors for it. Now, Harsh Rajat, founder of the Ethereum push notification service, explained to Blockworks, no blanket ban is proposed on other cryptocurrencies. The Royal Bank of India wants a digital rupee to have significant place in the Indian economy. Like I said, guys, the FUD that this media puts out to scare people, and it comes out with this saying, quite literal, Royal Bank of India say they want a digital CBDC or digital Indian produced stablecoin to play a key part in their economy. India is not a small country, guys. This is absolutely huge, in my opinion, and something I'm massively excited to see this country moving towards. I think the list is just ever growing right now of what we're actually seeing in countries move into the CBDC space. And like I said yesterday's video, guys, the private and public sector, they are going to come together. Your favorite cryptos are going to be utilized to develop and push out and create mass adoption for these CBDCs and country issued stablecoins. So just get ready for it, guys. The catalysts are here. The countries are talking about it. This is no longer like, of course, there's a speculative aspect to it, but legitimacy builds by the day. And that's what I'm excited for. So briefly breaking that down again, they are not banning crypto. In fact, they've actually gone so far forward from that in saying they now want to develop their own CBDC and have crypto play a key part in their digital economy. Absolutely awesome. Now let's get on to something you've all been waiting for, technical analysis, what's going on in the charts right now. Here we go. Starting on the lower time frames. Obviously, I'm starting on Bitcoin at the end of the day, guys, because for me personally, I mean, it goes without saying, what is Bitcoin's dominance over the market right now? Nearly 42%. Bitcoin holds 42% of, or literally has dominance over the market. Say out of 100%, it's got 42%. Sorry, I'm rushing and I'm bad at explaining things sometimes, guys. Anyway, what we're seeing play out right now is an accumulation schematic. For those that don't know, accumulation or a schematic in general, it comes from Wyckoff, and it's a Wyckoff theory, technical analysis theory, basically. What it is it's a buildup of both, or at least it's orders represented through price and volume. And basically, you can either see these orders getting accumulated or distributed. Distributed, obviously, being sold off, accumulated being picked up. Now, two key things we're seeing right here. If you search up what an accumulation schematic looks like, this you'll be able to literally pinpoint each level on this for yourself right now. Second of all, as I said, that's shown through price, and second was volume. The thing which really leads me towards this being obviously, the accumulation side of things is both from, the TA point of view. I could literally pinpoint each level. That's the spring right there, etc. And then we can also see this. Bearish volume is just quite literally diminishing by the day. So right now, what we're seeing is, as shown on here, guys, financial market participants are picking up. And this includes people like you and me. If you're taking advantage of this dip right now, by the way, this video is not financial advice, guys. This video is quite literally what I see through my eyes. And I just want to be able to portray that to you guys and show you guys, and also document it for myself, of course. So yeah, like I said, not financial advice. Financial market participants are currently, in my opinion, accumulating crypto, or at least Bitcoin in general. But there's two things we need to see. This is not a completed for an accumulation schematic to complete. It literally has to move into, like, basically it has to break out of the accumulation barriers, that being up here, being this level right here, in my opinion, sitting around 60K. So what I do want to see is price break and sustain above 60K. If we do not see that, guys, then my analysis was wrong, or at least it wasn't wrong, because it hasn't even been proven fully right yet. This is just purely what I'm seeing through my eyes. I think we're seeing accumulation play out. We've got diminishing volume. And I mean, price is even creating, obviously, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And obviously, whether we're going to create a higher low down here could be a nice opportunity. But like I said, when this does happen, and this is my opinion, when we do see price break and sustain above 60K, I do believe the bears are going to be taking back control, and price is going to get extremely fast, extremely volatile. And I think that could be when we move into this parabolic phase of this bull run. So guys, that's pretty much all I've got to cover in this video. Very much excited for this. Like I said, we want to see it break 60K. Until then, this is not proven. However, it's purely what I'm seeing and what I think is going to happen. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are not already, subscribe. Furthermore, guys, I have a free Discord channel, like I explained earlier. Click the link down below, join in, get involved in the community. I've got so much more content to come, so many more giveaways to come for you guys. So yeah, once again, thank you guys. Like this, comment if you have any videos, ideas, or things you want broken down. And anyway, yeah, peace out. Let's get it.